Hi there, everybody. Tonfa blocking techniques. So we'll start with upper block. Same as karate, your tonfa will remain in basic grip, and you upper block just like empty hand, but you're focused on keeping the tonfa resting flat on the forearm, as if an object were coming down and it would slope off because your arm is angled. And you practice that moving forward, moving backwards, simple upper block. Next is outside block. Again, just like karate, I bring the forearm across, tonfa's on the side, firmly against the forearm. Middle outside block. Lower block has two versions, basic grip and reverse grip. For basic grip, I come from the shoulder and block with the tonfa resting firmly against the forearm. Nice and tight, from the shoulder, low block. This is basic grip, lower sweep block. And then next is reverse grip, lower sweep block. For this one, I extend the tonfa into reverse grip as it comes to the shoulder, and then I block with the tonfa extended. This gives us more reach and more range as we're blocking. And it's important to know that the palm, when you're doing low block like this, is palm down. So the handle is sideways, and this gives you strength into the pushing motion of the lower block. Tonfa punching techniques. Straight punch is done with one hand at the hip, other hand extended. Just switching. All of the force of my punch goes into this little end of the tonfa, and I'm holding the tonfa in basic grip, so it's firm against my forearm. Next is reverse punch. Just like karate, from middle guard, I'll rotate the hips and extend my punch with the rear hand. Again, reverse punch. Lunge punch takes that motion and steps forward to deliver the punch. Lunge punch. Lunge punch. This way. Double punch is the same action, just with two hands. I chamber at the waist, drive forward with both punches to the abdomen. Double punch. And then double dropping punch. From middle guard, the rear foot lines up with the forward foot. I chamber at my hip, sink as deep as I can into my stance, punch down as if the opponent were on the floor. Then the rear foot adjusts back into its spot for middle guard. Chamber, hit, and recover. This can be done on both sides of the body. Double dropping punch. Next are tonfa striking techniques. We'll start with omen uchi, the overhead strike. This is just like the karate fist hammer. So from your middle guard, the rear hand will flip the tonfa up into reverse grip. As I step in, I'll hit down with it extended in reverse grip. If you watch me sideways, I use the momentum of lifting my arm to extend the tonfa to reverse grip, and then I hit down. This is omen uchi, or overhead strike. The opposite of that is age uchi, rising strike. And I'm going to imagine that I'm hitting up with my palm, and I'm flipping the tonfa out, as if I'm hitting under the opponent's chin. You do that twice. Up, up, and usually we finish it with overhead strike as the foot steps forward. So combining rising strike and overhead strike. Remember that it's two circles. Circle, circle, hit down, and then back. So that's age uchi and omen uchi. Next are your side strikes. Basic side strike is usually done from side guard. So I'm going to step in, and if I took the tonfa away, it's just going to be mawashi tetsui, roundhouse fist hammer strike, but with the tonfa extended into reverse grip, as if I'm striking to the side of the opponent's head. Reverse side strike is the exact opposite. I flip my tonfa as it lifts to the shoulder. I step forward and hit with the flat end, the bottom side of the tonfa, to the opposite temple. So this is reverse side strike. So side strike, this way. Reverse side strike, that way. Next would be clap strike. Clap strike is to defeat somebody rushing into you or thrusting a weapon towards you. You simply clap the tonfa together in line with chudan, or middle level. Clap strike. A good way to practice that to prep for kata is clap strike, double punch as you land it. double strikes, double side strike, double reverse side strike, double overhead strike. So striking to the kidney, double side strike, double reverse side strike, double overhead strike. Fun way to practice that is a combination of 3 movements. So each count you go 1, 2, 3. If you watch me do it sideways, 1, 2, 3. Kidney, kidney, clavicle. And last but not least is Hachijimoshi, the figure 8 strike. From middle guard, we typically do this with our forward hand, and you create an X as you flip the tonfa into reverse grip, hitting down in an X shape, and then bringing it back into the arm in basic grip, middle guard. So I use the momentum of swinging my arm to flip the tonfa, figure 8 strike, and then back. It's important that you use your hips to power the swinging movement of the tonfa. And if you watch sideways, I'm not keeping it in tight, I'm really reaching my arm out for maximum extension of the weapon. That's figure 8 strike with the tonfa.